And I'm Lauren.
And this podcast is just a podcast that's related to anything Sarah J. Maas related. Now, the last two podcasts we've discussed fan theories, so we're going to take a break from that and actually just play a little game. And it's called Rip It or Ship It. And what we're going to do is Lauren has a cup filled with A Court of Thorns and Roses characters, and I have a cup filled with Throne of Glass characters, and we're going to draw names, and then we're going to decide if they are an OTP, a BroTP, or a NoTP. And if you don't know what any of that stuff is, an OTP is a one true pairing. That's like lovers, you know. You totally ship them. And if you don't know what shipping is, that's a relationship. Get all your Tumblr lingo out. A BroTP is someone you think would be really good friends, and a NoTP is somebody that you like, no, not at all. It ain't ever gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
So, that's where we're at. And, spoiler alert, you know.
Just in case we say anything that it's like, oh, who is this character? I've just started Throne of Glass. You probably should have a working knowledge of the books before you listen to this.
Yeah. The first two court books and essentially all of Throne of Glass series.
Yeah, which is like 5 books and a prologue.
Yeah. So, just letting you guys know that. So if you hear a name and you don't know who it is, or if you hear some plot points and you don't know who they are, then you're like, you know, that's why. So we just want to put a big, huge spoiler alert out there. Okay, let's get started. Lauren,
okay.
Draw first.
Okay. The first one I have is Tamlin. Okay, now for you.
Elaine.
Oh, no TP for me.
No TP at all. Because Tamlin is awful, and Elaine deserves Lorcan, okay? They're one of my ships.
Yeah, that is a ship that, like, crept up on me and became so precious to me that I don't know if I could break it for anyone, let alone Tamlin. She's been through enough. The girl needs some happiness in her life
and
right now.
Lorcan is a fuck up. God, is he a fuck up? But man, do I love him.
I know, right?
He's going to be redeemed, okay? He is going to be redeemed. He messed up, yes, but I mean, come on. And Elaine, I just love it that Elaine is human, and she puts Lorcan in his place. Like,
I know, like, he's constantly surprised by her, and like, how did this human do all of this?
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome. I think my favorite scene from the books with them is when she is on her period.
And he's
like, here, have my shirt. And she's like, what? It's like, for no real reason. There's even a meme about it where it's like, I am death, I am destruction. And Elaine's like, I'm on my period. And he's like, here, do you want my shirt? Should I go get you some chocolates? So yeah, definitely a no TP on that. They're not even friends. Because the lead would probably stab him.
Okay, do you want to draw first now?
Yes, I'm going to draw first. And I have... Arabin.
Ooh, let's see who's going to be matched with Arabin. I have Amren. Huh.
Interesting. I think Amren would appreciate Arabin's style.
I do, yeah. His flash. I can't see him as an OTP, but I could see him as a BroTP. I can see Amren, like, slowly working on him to, like, use his evil for more constructive purposes.
Yeah, definitely. I see them being friends, possibly. Or at least, if not friends, they understand each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, Arabin is an assassin, and Amren is this dark, ancient being that we don't know what she is. So, I mean, obviously, there's darkness in him as much as there is in her. I mean, but Arabin is a dick. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Amren is surrounded by dicks, if you count Cassian. So, yeah, I think that one would be, not friends, but they would at least have an understanding with one another. So,
Yeah.
BroTP.
Mm-hmm.
That was an easy one. Okay. You draw.
Okay.
This one's going a little faster than what I thought.
Okay, I have Feyre.
Aiden.
Ooh.
Or Adian. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, that's another thing with any Maas book. The names are different.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Aiden. But that's how I've always said it. And it's Aedion. So, I'm going to say Aiden. It's Selena/Aylin's cousin. Okay, now, let's see. Who was yours again?
Feyre.
Feyre. Ooh.
I could definitely see him being smart, alecky friends and like fake flirting, but I don't know if I would ship them as an OTP. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, if Rhysand was not in the picture, if we're gonna do this,
Mm-hmm.
if Rhysand was not in the picture, possibly OTP. I could possibly ship them.
Yeah.
I mean, Aiden has a lot in common with Rhys anyway, you know?
Mm-hmm, that is true.
So, I mean, it wouldn't be too far of a stretch. I mean, Aiden is totally full of himself, but then Rhysand is too, so I guess that's kind of, you know, a no-brainer. I mean, Aiden, of course, had to pretend to do all these things for the king and work for a man he didn't like, just like Rhys had to, you know, protect, and Aiden did it to protect Terrasen, in the same vein that Rhysand did everything he did with Amarantha to protect Valeris. So,
sorry.
I see OTP. That's
okay. Yeah, let's do that. OTP.
Yeah, you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Drawing up, partner.
Maeve.
Ooh, let's see who's going to be paired off with Maeve. Cassian. Oh, he would not know how to control her.
No. No TP, okay?
Yeah.
Like, Maeve doesn't deserve anyone. I think the only way this would work is if Maeve had become friends with Amarantha, or she was like, I would ship her with the King of Highburn. Like,
yeah. She just put all the evil in one package.
Exactly. Boy, that would be quite the pair, wouldn't it? Maeve and Highburn.
Oh, that would be so scary.
I know, Maeve is terrible on her own, man. She's fucking brutal, dude. I mean, the whole thing about, like, she knew hundreds of years in advance that Rowan's mate was going to be, like, the offspring of Brannon, you know? Like, she knew it was going to be Brannon's heir. Like, so she fucked with him and made him fall in love with a human.
It's a good thing we said spoiler alert.
Yeah, I know, right? But, like, I mean, Maeve is awful. Cassian, he's a dick. But, like, he's the good kind. Like, he's a good asshole. You know, he's like Rhys. I mean, there's even that short story where Cassian like, grabs Nesta's boobs or something. It was like a Target extra. I haven't read it, and I feel so bad that I didn't.
All I remember is her kneeing him in the crotch. That's all I remember.
Well deserved. Honestly, though, Nesta and Cassian is a ship I didn't expect to ship.
I know, that came out of nowhere.
The more I read about them, the more I want them to get together.
I know.
We already know that Elaine and Lucien are mates. I mean, everybody gets a mate. It's like Oprah. You get a mate, and you get a mate.
You get a mate!
We all get mates. Yay!
And then we're just sitting here as fangirls like, where's my mate?
I know, I want to Rhysand so bad.
I'll even take an Azrael.
Right? I'll take tall, dark, and silent over tall, dark, and snarky. I don't care. Yeah, so Maeve is definitely not going to be friends or lover to anyone who is not evil, so flick that one. Whose turn is it to draw first?
I have no idea.
Well, I'm gonna do it. Let's
Okay.
see. This is going to be a really quick podcast, you guys. Hurry up and go home. Okay. Lorcan.
Lorcan. Ooh, who is Lorcan going to be with? Lucien.
BroTP.
Honestly, I kind of ship them. I kind of could see that. They're both a little, like, they're associated with people who aren't the best, who don't make the best decisions.
That is true. Oh my god. They have a lot in common.
Yeah, and I feel like they both need to be set on the right path. They could both be like, hey, you fucked up. And he could be like, you fucked up worse. And then they could just, each other. So.
Dude, I think you're onto something here. Like, honestly, though. Okay, well, I mean, let's think about it. Let's dive in a little deeper here. Okay, so Lorcan, of course, works for Maeve, but he falls in love with the lead while trying to, like, find the word keys that Aylin's all, Aylin's fucking around with. Yeah. And then we have Lucien, who works for Tamlin, and, like, he has a tragic backstory. Like, his brothers and father are evil fucks, and, like, he gets abused by Tamlin, but, like, Tamlin's the only friend he's ever really had. I feel so bad for Lucien. Oh.
I know, right?
He deserves better than Tamlin, his weak ass.
And that's why he gets the little flowering Elaine. Yeah. Eventually. I'm hoping.
Yeah,
hopefully none of them die.
Right? Oh, he's so sad. Oh, look, we're mates. Oh, look, she died. Because if anybody's gonna die, it's gonna be Elaine. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but she's a very soft, meek character.
Yeah, she doesn't seem the type that would survive it, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what power she has.
Maybe she has some iron, some iron in her veins that we don't know about. We already know Nesta's a bad bitch. Like, Nesta was like, fuck you, if I'm going in this cauldron, I'm going to grab extra power.
Yeah, I'm taking you down with me.
Like, she even did, like, the finger as she was being put into the cauldron, like, pointing at the King of Hybern, like, I'm gonna fuck you up. Just wait. Honestly, though, Nesta kind of grew on me because I hated her in the first one.
Oh my gosh, so much. It was hard to like her because they put all of the weight of their family on Feyre and then hated her for it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of understand where she's coming from, but at the same time, you don't treat your youngest sister like garbage. Mm-hmm. Like, I think Feyre's pain is legitimate, and I also think that, Nesta has a chance to grow, so she has a chance to be redeemed. I think a lot of Sarah J. Maas's characters have a chance to be redeemed, Like, they do some stupid stuff, but... Okay. So, I'm going to draw one now. Who do we have here? Rhysand. Rhysand. Nice. And I drew Lissandra.
Ooh. Huh.
All right. Feyre not in the picture. Total ship.
I don't know. Because they've both been whores. I don't know. Do they I feel like they have too much pain for that.
They would be the totally best emo couple.
They would be. I can see them being total friends and, like, her trying to, like, make him look all nice, like, put glitter on his wings or something.
Not to mention what are you doing? So, like...
That's true. Ooh.
She's technically immortal.
That is right. I think I'm still going to go with BroTP, though. So we can be split on this.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm going to ship them because I think that they would find a lot of common ground in their suffering. Mm-hmm. And I think they would both be able to help each other heal. Because when we were talking about Aiden earlier, Aiden is definitely on the, Aiden and Lissandra is a huge ship. And I feel like since Aiden and Rhysand have so much in common, it's kind of funny that Aiden and Feyre were what we drew earlier, and then we drew Lissandra and Rhys.
They just kind of switch off. Ooh, okay, now I'm if they would switch, then I could ship it. Then I think I could. So I think I'm straddling the fence between BroTP and OTP.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's not too far out there for them to be a couple.
No. And I think they could both have some snarky, fun banter, and she could piss him off just enough. I think it'll work.
Pause. Okay, next person. I drew Dorian.
Ooh, I love Dorian so much. Okay, Amarantha.
No, TP.
No. Oh,
absolutely not. Though they both do have a thing for BDSM.
yeah. If it was like a one-night stand where they didn't look each other in the eye afterwards and he didn't spend the night, maybe. But then after that, no.
Maybe. Okay, like, the only reason I say that is because, like, if you've read Empire of Storms, Dorian's kinky.
Oh my god. Well, you can kind of get that, a little bit of shade of that from how much he was like, ooh, an assassin in Throne of Glass, but then you really get it by the time it comes around.
Maas wrote that when she was 16, so of course there's not going to be any, like, 50 Shades of Grey undertones. I think that's one of my favorite things people like to complain about, and I'm just like, why are you complaining that Dorian and Manon are together? Like, do you know who Dorian was with before he was with Sorsha? Pretty sure it was Selena. And, you know, like, that... he knew Selena was actually an assassin, and he didn't give a shit.
Yeah, like, he's literally the most feared assassin ever. And he's like, well, that kind of...
But she's sexy, though.
Yeah. She's not afraid of me.
It's like, but that ass. I'm sorry. But it's true, though. And then, you know, like, they break up because they're too much alike or some shit. And you're like, I'd rather be friends or whatever. But, yeah.
I think it was that he was like, oh, I'm going to be serving your dad. I don't want all this messy stuff. And my heart hurt at that point because I still, like, ship them. Like, I realized, yeah, she's supposed to be with Rowan, blah, blah, blah. They're mates. But part of me is still like,
we didn't know Rowan then.
That's true.
We didn't know Rowan then.
No.
So, yeah, I think one night stand, and then after that, nothing.
Yeah, and then he can just kill her and just have conflict. Yeah.
He can have his cake and then eat it too. He can do what he wants and then be like, oh yeah, bitch, you're awful. Bang, you're dead.
This is for Resan.
Yeah, bitch, eat it. Okay.
Let's see who's next. I have, and I can never pronounce his name right, Azrael.
Azrael.
I
say it like Castiel from Supernatural.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Azrael and Manon.
Huh.
That's an interesting one. Well,
not
Azrael,
a NoTP.
Huh?
I said not a NoTP.
No, they're not a NoTP. Okay, what do we know about Azrael? Azrael is, you know, a soldier, and he's powerful as shit. Isn't he the one with the biggest wingspan?
I don't know. I know he's a spy master, and he's kind of the...
strong, silent type.
Yeah.
He's like Victor Crumb.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's more of a physical being.
I don't know. This one's a hard one. Okay.
Let's see. Well, I don't know if... I feel like Manon could use him as part of her, like, 13. Make him, like, 13 with an asterisk, and he's number 14.
Yeah. And the only guy, of course.
Yeah, he could definitely be part of her coven, for lack of better word.
I'm not so sure I would ship them.
No.
I'm a big Azrael Moore shipper, so...
they could be so cute.
I know, and there's so much sexual tension between them. And there's nothing that they can do about it, because Moore's like, I'd never have sex with one of Rhysand's friends again, because it messes everything up. Come on, girl. You deserve it after all the shit your dad put you through. And
Oh my
Cassian
God,
was just a one-night stand. You deserve better.
Okay, you're up.
Oh, I don't know. We decided on BroTP for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be friends. Well, working companions. Okay. Next. Ooh. Selena/Elaine.
Okay, and we have her with Eonsei.
Oh, she'd kill that bitch.
Yeah, that would be a fun takedown. I would like to read about a fight between them where she takes her down.
Yeah, that's a definite no TP, but great fight scene.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Eonsei would look at Feyre and be like, what'd this bitch do? Okay, let me handle this, because I'm a badass. Which she is, and of course she likes to remind everybody. Selena/Elaine is an interesting character. I mean, she's like, what, 19?
Yeah.
She's still young and stupid, but also really smart at the same time. Like, she does some stuff, and I'm just like, Rowan, why are you letting her do this? Like, she doesn't even let her own mate/husband know that she knows what's gonna happen. And then, like, I think that's my one thing that annoys the shit out of me about her, is how she does shit behind everybody's back.
I
know, and then nobody's prepared. And then she's like, well, I knew.
Oh, you didn't know that I've been planning this for like 6 months?
Like,
we didn't.
I totally knew this. Like, you know, when Ansel shows up, and it's like, oh yeah, her. I totally sent this letter like 4 months ago. I can't remember the exact date. She's like, but I knew that she would come here because she owes me. All these people owe me. Rolf owes me. Still, my favorite scene in Empire of Storms with her is the one where she and Lissandra fuck with Rolf, the pirate guy. She's like sitting in his chair, and then she's going around like talking to Rowan like, I bet your mate is just like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Talking about herself, because like she has no shame. It's all pride.
Oh. Okay, so whose turn is it now?
Yours.
Okay. And I have Nesta.
And I have Rowan.
They would both be tough, and I could see him like honing her into a warrior.
I think they would have.
But I don't know if I ship.
I don't think it would be a ship, but they would have a very kind of Rowan-Aelin-esque relationship. Like, I'm pretty sure he would pop her in the mouth. Like he did,
yeah.
Like he did Aelin. Like, people get mad about that. Like, he hit her, and I'm like, dude, like... It's like that scene from Deadpool. Is like, is it sexist to hit you? Is it more sexist not to hit you?
Yeah.
Like, Aelin was beating the shit out of him. Like, they're abusive to each other.
Yes.
I mean, like, not putting modern transcript on it, I don't see him as, like, a physical abuser of women or anything, but, like... And to be honest, like, this is a fictional world, right? And so Aelin probably deserved it. I mean...
Yeah.
In real life, nobody deserves anything, but this is fiction, so... Like, it's okay, they're not real. We can say, yeah, like, you know, because you have to be honest with yourself. There are some times you want to jump in a book and just murder somebody. Like, you wouldn't do that in real life, but you're like, I hope you get it, you know? I hope you die in the end.
Hamlin.
Something in your throat over there? Okay, so friends. I'll say BroTP. Because I feel like they would become friends. Because Nesta and Aelin have a lot in common, except Nesta's just like more emo. And yeah. She's like resting bitch face.
Yes, she is resting bitch face incarnate.
She is. Okay. Next we have Erwan.
Ooh, and I have Elaine.
Nope.
That's a no TP right there.
Poor Elaine. She'd probably be like Caitlin. I can't ever say her name. Is it Caitlin? Calton?
Caltane, maybe?
Caltane, yeah.
I've never been able to
I
get
cannot
that.
pronounce her name. Like, really sorry, but I can't. I think she would be a lot like Caltane in that sense. Like, she would get a collar put on her. She'd waste away. Elaine would have no chance.
No.
Absolutely
Poor baby.
none. I mean, my baby, like, she's not really my baby because I don't know that much about her, except she's kind of weak in comparison to Feyre and Nesta, but who knows? We'll see. She's a Fae now, so it's going to be interesting to see her grow as a Fae in the next book. I want to see what happens there, but if she and Erwin were together, he would totally fuck her up. She wouldn't make it. Alright, and our last one. I have Kale.
Oh, me. Oh, who?
It doesn't matter. I have Kale. It's our last one.
Okay, Moore.
Ooh. Intriguing. This is another tricky one, because I think Kale and Moore have a lot in common. I mean, they both... Well, no, they don't really have anything in common, now that I think about it. My bad. Okay, Kale is one of those polarizing figures, right? Like,
yes.
You either like him or you hate him with the fire of 1,000 suns. And if you get that reference, 1,000 kudo points. Let's see. Okay, so Kale, of course, is like always been a straight shooter, black and white type dude until he found out about Selena being a fae and a princess, and when he found out about Dorian having magical powers, because he was very prejudiced about magic, right? So it's interesting to watch him grow as a character, and we get a whole novel about him, and I'm kind of excited for it. I know some people hate it, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see when Maas uses him as like the central figure, what we can really piece together of him. But both him and Moore have grown up with, fathery figures that are very problematic. Kale had the king, Moore had, I'm not even going to mention his name because he's despicable. Ugh.
What, her dad?
Yeah, her dad.
Literal dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, they both deserved better than what they got. And then they worked with what they had. Moore decided to be defiant. Kale decided to kind of play both sides, but really he was working for Dorian, and even though he didn't really understand it, in the end he was there for his friend. So I think they're both very loyal people to the people that they care about. So I think they would be friends.
Yeah, that would be a good BroTP.
BroTP. I would not ship them romantically.
Mm-mm.
Well, that was easy.
That was a lot of fun.
It was, actually. Now, while we're on the subject of OTPs and BroTPs, okay, what is your favorite OTP from Throne of Glass?
Ooh. Okay.
Might as well.
So, I wouldn't have said this one book ago, but Elide and Lorcan. I totally like the carnival bits and them him starting to really respect her and being like, but she's a human, but I respect her, but she's awesome. But then he still has this whole thing with Maeve. I don't know. I feel like I see so much of myself in Elide, or at least of wanting to be that way. So, because I can't see myself in Selena. Yeah, she's been through a lot. So I want her to be.
Yeah, she's still kind of optimistic, even though she's been through so much. She still kind of likes to see the good in everything, which is kind of nice that she's not jaded.
Yeah.
I feel like Selena is very jaded. Aelin, she's very jaded. She's seen a lot of shit, and she's, she's let it tear her up.
Absolutely. Oh, sorry.
Alright, yeah, okay, so my favorite OTP from Throne of Glass series. Honestly, I really hope Lissandra and Aiden get together and neither one of them die.
I know, I'm so fearful for both of their lives.
I love them so much. I really do. And, like, Aiden was, like, even telling her, you know, like, I'm gonna marry you one day. And I was just like, oh, no. Because usually when something like that happens, they die. And I'm just thinking Aiden is gonna die. And I don't want him to. I don't want anybody to die.
I know!
I want them all to live. And she already said the only people that are safe are Evangeline and Fleetfoot.
And we can't ship Fleetfoot with anybody.
It's a freaking dog. It's a girl dog,
Or
too.
Evangeline. We can't ship Evangeline.
Evangeline's like 12. So I'm like, she's like, yeah, you know, everybody's, you know, possibly dead except for those two. And I'm just like, oh my god, I hope Aiden doesn't die. But I see, like, of all the people most likely to die, he seems to be the most likely one out of everybody.
Yeah, because it would make a big impact because we've got to know him, but at the same time, he's not our main characters like Dorian or Aelin.
Yeah, and I don't see Manon dying either because she's a queen. Like, I don't see Aelin dying either. I think there's definitely some sort of, like, you know, bait and switch gonna happen where it's not her that has to sacrifice herself or something like that. But we won't get into those fan theories, you know. We're just gonna talk ships. Okay. Your favorite Throne of Glass BroTP.
Ooh.
Favorite best friend combo.
Mor and Farah. I liked them starting to, like, because, like, she has a positive female person in her life.
Hey, that's the other one. We're talking
wait. I thought you said, okay, sorry.
I said Throne of Glass. Okay, we'll talk about those in a minute.
My brain is not here. Okay. Oh, then definitely Dorian and the one with the CH. Kale, whatever.
Kale, like the leaf.
Yeah, because I feel like in another writer's hands, they would totally be like a relationship because he like totally basically worships Dorian.
Yeah.
Like Dorian can do no wrong for him.
Honestly, I think I'm going to say Selena and Lissandra. Because if you read the prologues, like I read them in order. I read Assassin's Blade, which is all the prequels, and then I read the actual books. And Lissandra and Selena / Aelin went from hating each other to being like almost best friends. I mean, she trusts Lissandra enough to pretend to be her. You know?
Yeah, I'm so glad that Maas did that because most people would have had that as like the mean girl and she's just there to be the enemy and be like trounced on by Aelin and to make Aelin look good. But then she's like, no, I'm not doing that. They're going to be friends and they're going to take on the world together.
Yeah, and Aelin, of course, like, treated Lissandra like shit, but they both loved Sam, you know? And then Aelin actually gave Lissandra the chance to kill Arobynn and right the wrongs that Arobynn had done to them. And God love her. Oh, man.
That was such a character growth moment for her. I was like, kudos.
Lissandra is one of my favorite character arcs in the whole series. I love her. I used to, like, I read the, novellas and I couldn't stand her. I love her now. She is just my little baby, and I want her to have a happy ending. I want them all to have a happy ending.
I know. We've been through so much with them.
Okay, we're not going to do NoTPs because that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so your favorite BroTP of the A Court of series?
Yeah, definitely Mor and Farah.
That's the BroTP. I'm talking about the OTP.
You said, oh my gosh, I thought you said BroTP. Oh my gosh.
Your brain is really not there.
I can't hear. Okay. OTP would definitely Feyre and Rhys.
Obviously. Like,
yeah.
Hands down. I'm sorry. There's, like, no other ship in the world that will compare to them. At least until Maas writes another book series.
Yeah.
But, like, they are amazing. I love them so much. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't think there's any contest on that. Perfection. Nope. BroTP, go for it.
Okay, it finally works now. Feyre and more.
I agree. Definitely. Yeah. I think we kind of get, like, Throne of Glass, there's a lot of characters. There's a lot more characters and a lot more character points of view, but because A Court of is only in Feyre's point of view, we have a very skimmed view of the people in them. But I think that Aelin and Amren also have a really good relationship. I mean, not Aelin, Feyre and Amren.
Yeah. I like even little things like her being like, okay, I need to get some blood for her.
Sure, got you. Another one that everyone really likes is the cereal and Feyre.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's the one that gets memed the most, and it is hilarious.
Oh yeah, all the Gossip Girl memes.
I think one of my favorite parts of A Court of Thorns and Roses is when she captures the cereal, and then Lucien's like, you captured a cereal, but you're human. And she's like, what? Like, it's hard? Like, Legally Blonde, you know? Like, what? Yeah. Like, it's hard? You got into Harvard? What? Like, it's hard? That scene is what I think of when I think of her telling Lucien about it. That's one of my favorite ones. It's like, girl, spill all the details.
Yeah, because if you imagine the cereal in like a very like effeminate kind of voice, then it just the whole scenes take on new meanings.
Oh, he's
totally... Then stay with the High Lord.
Yeah,
didn't tell you which one. You should have known.
And then she's like, bitch, why didn't you tell me which High Lord? And he's like, but I just wanted to have fun, girl, you know? You understand? It's hard out here for me. You know, or that part where
I ain't got no clothes.
She's like, brings the raw chicken. He's like, a cloak would have been nice.
Yeah.
Like, a cloak would have been better than this raw chicken, girl. I don't know why he sounds so feminine, but he does, and it makes it funny. Yeah. So, I guess we went through all the ships. And we'll be back in a couple of weeks to probably talk some Throne of Glass conspiracy theories or something. Haven't quite decided yet. So, I guess this is the part where we leave you guys. Lauren, you have an Instagram for us now?
Yes, it is at Sarah J. Maas Fans. And you'll see in the little like picture thing, it says Fireheart Darlings, and I just started that. So that'll be showing, you know, different pictures of the books, and hopefully I'll be able to get some stuff from Tumblr and our Facebook page, so that way they can all, like, whatever media platform you want to be on, you can find something from us.
Yeah, that's the plan. We also have a Twitter. It has been active. I just keep forgetting to mention it on the podcast. And it's twitter.com/SarahJMassFans, at SarahJMassFans. Facebook page is facebook.com/SarahJMassFans. You see where I'm going with this? I do have a personal Tumblr, which is resans-mate. So there's a link in the comments, and my my personalized tag on Tumblr is CurseBreakerQ. So if you type that in, you should be able to find me. But there's going to be links included in the description of the podcast. And of course, we're on YouTube, so you're either listening to us on YouTube or Podomatic, and I'm trying at this moment to try and get us on iTunes, but it's being tricky. So that's where we're at right now. I think that included everything. So, I guess we will see you guys in a couple of weeks.
Bye.